today I would like to present to you 5 failed biblical prophecies. And then I'm going to talk to you about why that's relevant. So I'm going to go through this really quickly because I did prepare this and I'm ready. And it is so hard to only list 5. I know I came up with like 15 right off the top of my head, but I'm going to go here from extremely simple to very complicated and what will affect your doctrinal beliefs. So number 1, we're going to go with 2 Kings 20 verse 1. About how Hezekiah won't get well. So here we go. Hezekiah became deathly ill, and the prophet Isaiah, son of Amoz, went to visit him. He gave the king this message. This is what the Lord says. Set your affairs in order, for you are going to die. You will not recover from this illness. And then we go on into 2 Kings 20 verse 6. Hezekiah recovered. He prayed and God sent Isaiah back with a new improved prediction that he would add 15 years to his life. That is a failed biblical prophecy. Now I know there are apologetics about this. We're going to talk about it at the end. I'm gonna go through this really fast. So number 2 is going to come from Jeremiah 36 and 30, which is about no heirs for the king. Now this is what the Lord says about King Jehoiakim of Judah. He will have no heirs to sit on the throne of David. Now if you already realize what's wrong with no heirs on the throne of David based on Christian doctrine, you know how this played out. Obviously there was an heir. So 2 Kings 24 verse 6, there was an heir for the king. When Jehoiakim died, his son Jehoiakim became the next king. That is another failed biblical prophecy. Number 3 is the prophecy about Damascus. And this comes from Isaiah 17 and 1. This message came to me concerning Damascus. Look, the city of Damascus will disappear. It will become a heap of ruins. And it also mentions somewhere along in there that this was an important city in Syria, and it still is today. Today it is the capital of Syria, and it remains one of the oldest continually inhabited cities in the world, from as early as I think some estimates put it around 3000 BC. So, you know, there you have it. Damascus is still sitting around, and it has not disappeared, and it has not become a heap of ruins. That is another failed biblical prophecy. Number 4 is about the city of Tyre. From Ezekiel 26 and 7 and 26 and 14, I will bring King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon against Tyre. I will make your island a bare rock, a place for fishermen to spread their nets. You will never be rebuilt, for I, the Lord, have spoken. But guess what? Tyre still exists to this day. In 586 BC, Nebuchadnezzar's army came to lay siege to the island, and I think it went on for about 13 to 15 years, based on current estimates, before he actually gave up. Then Alexander the Great actually came later, and he did destroy Tyre. I think this was about 140 years later, but then he allowed it to be rebuilt. And even though today it is known by its Arabic name, it is still known as the city of Tyre to the world. And the issue here is that the prophecy said that it would never be rebuilt, that it would be destroyed, and it would be a bare rock, and it would never be rebuilt. But obviously that biblical prophecy failed. We have prophecy number 5, which is from the book of Jonah. We have Jonah, who went to the city of Nineveh, you know, after he spent 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the fish or the whale or whatever you want to interpret that as. But basically his prophecy was that in 40 more days Nineveh will be overthrown. And you know by reading the text that the king